Mob mentality is one of the scariest things you can imagine. I'd rather find a bear in the woods than a crowd of people. It's like people get infected with brain worms. Stop acting like people and start acting like deranged lunatics. All reason goes out the window when people go gorilla mode out of nowhere. Okay, Shifter, what's your point? What are you trying to get at? Well, iShowSpeed, the ultra famous streamer that everyone knows about, either from talking to Ban,
Will I ever have a girlfriend?
No.
showing his meat on stream,
No.
or being Ronaldo's #1 fan,
Speed.
has recently been touring through Europe. These last few days, he's been streaming in different European countries, meeting his fans and doing activities such as barking at dogs, driving F1 cars, getting into fights with gnomes, amongst other things. And I don't even believe that I'm saying this. The video title is not clickbait, but in his last stream, he went to Norway and almost got sent to the Shadow Realm. It's true, I'm not making this shit up. Speed almost got turned into past tense due to the mob mentality. Giving a little context to the clip, this entire incident started as soon as Speed hit the start stream button. The store where he was at got instantly swarmed, like all of the single moms in my area whenever I enter a promiscuous website.
God damn! It's bad already!
So they had to lock the entire place down. This was so crazy, in fact, that people started going gorilla mode, bashing on the door to the point where they actually broke the glass door.
I need Holland a foot. What the?
Luckily it didn't shatter and people couldn't get inside, otherwise it would have been game over for Speed. That door was the true MVP. The entire 2-hour stream can be boiled down to Speed welcoming his fans inside of the car, going to the souvenir shop, and the following 1.5 hours of him stuck and hiding from his fans in the store's back rooms. It's crazy how people have no idea how to act around famous people and celebrities. If someone placed clips of the stream in the middle of a Walking Dead episode, no one would notice. The people legitimately looked like they were mindless zombies out for meat and brains. Nay, dare I say that a zombie apocalypse would be better? At least zombies can be distracted by sounds coming from other places, and you can run away from them. iShowSpeed was stuck in that building for practically the entire stream. Somewhere along the line, he was goofing around in the back rooms of the souvenir shop and twisted his ankle while doing a "Sue."
Oh, that was so fire! Oh, fuck!
So he was now stuck in the building with a twisted ankle, so he couldn't even move. So one of Speed's bodyguards decided to carry him out to his SUV to go to the hospital and seek medical attention. And when they went through that door, it was like the floodgates of degeneracy had opened. Brother, when Speed came out that door, people went ballistic, started grabbing him, pulling his hair out. Some guy actually jumped on top of him performing a WWE move on his presumed favorite streamer. I was watching the stream while I was editing another video and I couldn't believe my eyes. I actually thought that I was about to witness the name that you give to a group of crows live on stream. After watching this, forget it. I don't want to become famous anymore. People are out for blood, especially shiny, ultra rare, deluxe celebrity blood. Freak that. Celebrity status can wait until people learn how to chill the down and start acting like civilized humans once again. And people have the gall to say that we wouldn't have 13th century Inquisition and witch hunts nowadays. That would never happen in modern times. Shifter, don't compare us to the brainless barbarians that roamed the earth back then. What do you mean? We've witnessed it live! Thousands of people gathering together trying to rip apart another human because he was famous. And the cherry on top of the cake is that they are supposed to be fans of Speed. Forget it. At this point, they aren't fans anymore. These thousands of people who gathered with the intent to rip Speed apart limb from limb should be considered haters. Even haters don't try to game in people that they hate. My #1 hater for sure wouldn't want to rip me apart limb from limb and try to sell my remains on eBay. What a joke, man. People need to chill and learn how to behave. I know that the big cough of 2019 to 2021 set us back years, but it didn't set us back to the Ice Age. By the way that these people were acting, you'd think that they were Neanderthals, literally selling Speed's air on eBay. Okay, that one might actually be a joke, but this truly happened. So my theory is that Speed is this overly energetic guy who acts in an over-exaggerated way, so when his fans meet him, they want to match his energy. But then, what happens when thousands of people acting in an over-exaggerated way get together to meet their idol? Does it result in what we've just witnessed? Yeah. People grabbing Speed, pulling his hair and doing WWE moves on him? Well, not exactly, since it doesn't explain the fact that Speed went to all of these other countries like Germany, the Netherlands, Belgium, Sweden and Poland, and in none of the other countries did the people act like this. I remember watching iShowSpeed running away from a crowd of people in Poland, and I thought that was scary and otherworldly, but that was nothing compared to what happened in Norway. And even when people were crowded around Speed in the other countries, they were polite and just asked for pictures, nothing else. No crimes against humanity. Even in Poland, when Speed was fighting Crowley, this whimsical wizard guy, they were surrounded by people who didn't even touch him. And you bet your sweet beepy that if this had happened in Norway, that would have become a huge mosh pit pile up with Speed at the center of it.
What a Sigma?
People have come with all sorts of conspiracies on why this happened. Twitter is having a field day and everyone has a different take. Others even like to bring race into the mix and attribute it to it. But we don't discuss race in this channel. Just because I own a colored TV doesn't mean I'm racist. After all, I have a black car and I wouldn't drive a black car if I was racist. Anyway, reality is that it probably comes down to other factors like education, residence and friends. Chucking it down to race is way too superficial. It's like saying all men or other umbrella terms to try and fit people into a group, which is stupid. So it looks like Speed is never going to Norway again. People clawing at the windows of a souvenir shop like mindless zombies was way too traumatic of an experience for Speed.
I don't think I'll ever come here again, bro. I'm not even trolling.
Also, I don't understand how these people dare to say that they are Speed's fans when Speed literally asked them multiple times to leave, but for some reason they decided to stay anyway. I imagine that if they were true fans, they would have respected him and either left, gave him space, or treated him like a normal human being. At least tried to respect his wishes. But it seems that most of the people were only there for their own nefarious reasons and to further their own interests. Which brings me to this point. We were all forced to read Lord of the Flies and what happens when you leave a group of over-energetic children alone in an island. They all end up game-ending each other and go primal. Now socialize these kids and put them into sports, they turn into athletes and learn how to act around each other. Where are these kids' parents? Throughout the stream, you see multiple different children, toddlers, whatever you want to call them, but at no point in time I see a parent. These kids need their parents to come pick them up, leash them, and socialize them. They look like they never saw other kids their entire lives and have no idea how to act normally around each other. I feel like when I was a child, my mom would make me attend sports and other physically intensive activities just so they would tire me out, and so I would always have stuff in my plate in order to spend as little time as possible in my computer and tire me out so I would have less energy. And I feel like that's an overall good strategy for tiring out kids. If half of these kids had been put into sports, they would all be too tired to wear a Speed and almost kill him. Literally!